Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing a Memorial Day design. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So today we have here is a fill-in of polygel from my previous design. And I'm going to be using Gelish Dip Powder System. I'm starting off by applying a thin layer of base coat. And I'm just going to use my cuticle pusher to scoop up the powder and put it on long nails. Most of these jars don't come large enough to fit a long nail. And I do find pouring the powder is a better application than dipping the nail in the jar. So I'm just going to be doing it this way. And this color that I'm going to be using right now is called Under the Stars, and this is a gelish dip powder. It's a very, very pretty color. It's like a navy blue background with some holographic glitters. And I dipped my nail about 3 times in this powder. As you saw, the first coat was pretty translucent, and the second coat I thought was pretty good, but there is there's a part right over here that I saw that was showing the polygel nail, so I'm just gonna cover it up with a third coat. And my cuticle pusher unfortunately like scraped a bit of the surface of that nail, so that's why there's a little bump sticking out from it, but we're gonna file this down, so it's not a big deal. Just want to make sure that I cap that tip. And then we're going to move on to the next nail. So this dip powder was actually a free powder that I got from nailsupplyinc.com. I purchased the Gelish dip powder system that came with 3 dip powders and the bottles. But then they gave me a free dip powder, and it's this red color, and I don't know, I mean, there's a cup, like a jar number on here. It's 134 EP, and then it says line 'em up. I'm not sure if line 'em up is the name of the color, but it's a red background with some glitter in it, and I thought that was really pretty to use for today's design. And then the next 2 jars that I'm going to be using are from Hand and Nail Harmony Prohesion Master Kit. These are actually acrylics that I am also using as a dip powder. This is called Vivid White, and it's a super white. And for the red and this white here, I applied 2 coats because they coated very well. So now, just to make sure I get a nice extra layer for filing, I am using Crystal Clear, again by Hand and Nail Harmony Prohesion Master Kit. And it's normally an acrylic, but I'm using it as dip powder, and I'm just creating a clear layer because I'm not too sure how much I'm going to be filing today. I'm hoping that it's not too much, because I did some pre-filing when I did the fill-in with the polygel. So we'll see though, because I don't want them to be super thick, so I just figured just do 1 layer and see what happens. I mean, more than that, I probably filed that clear layer off at the end of the day, but I have to remember that. I forget that I can clear cap these, and I actually don't feel the need to, but I just did. Leave a comment below if you clear cap your dip powders. You know, they just come on as a solid color. I wouldn't see why you needed an extra clear layer. So after I've done that, I'm putting on this activator onto each nail. And this is per instructions for the Gelish Dip powder system. And then we're going to put a layer of base coat. So after you apply this, the nail should be pretty hard to file. Not pretty hard to file, but the feel of the nail will be hard or tough to where you can file. And I did filing off camera because I like to spend some quality time with my filing. I love doing my filing. And then for this system, you need to put a layer of activator again and do a dry wipe, and then you're pretty much good to go for whatever you're putting on next. I like this system. It seems fairly easy. I love the colors that it came with. I have a video of the unboxing for that. If you want to see the other colors. And if I can find it, I'll put it in the cards. But now I'm just going to put a top coat onto each, or base coat, sorry, base coat on each nail. And this is actually the Madame Glam base coat that I received last week. I figured I'd use it again. It was a pretty nice base and top coat. It was, the consistency is not too thick and not too thin, so I thought it would be great to use for this design, as I'm not trying to have bulky nails. But yeah, so I'm applying it to each nail and giving that a cure, and I'm really wiping off the excess, which is why I keep going back into the bottle. I just want to make sure that it's super thin and I keep my lines crisp before I cure. So I'm actually gonna have to find the information on the cat's eye that I'm using right now. It's not within our arm's length, but I'll leave a description of it in the description box below. But it's a silver cat's eye, and I thought I'd use it to drop some stars on this thumbnail. And per holiday, the colors that I'm using are patriotic colors. Look how crazy that is. I love cat's eye. I don't use it enough, but I just brought that star to life. And behind this background that has the hollow glitters in there, it just looks super dreamy. I really like it. So I'm just going to continue doing this down the nail, and I'm going to try to keep the sizes the same. And that's hard in itself, but I ended up fitting 4 stars, so that's how many that are going to be on there. And I really like the effect of the magnets, the cat's eye. It really makes those stars pop. So I thought I'd go with a simple design. It's really simple at the end of the day. It's really just a background of red, white, and blue, and then I just top it off with drawing some stars and stripes. So this is definitely something that you can do easily if you have these colors. The cat's eye definitely adds the complexity to it because, you know, when I move that thumbnail around, you can see the light catching the metals, so it makes it seem like, you know, oh, it's a flat paint, but it's not. So I think that's pretty cool. And plus, I feel like the cat's eye that I'm doing here today, I'm putting these stripes in making it a little more organic lines than straight lines, giving it that idea of maybe it's moving in the wind. So when you have the light hit that cat's eye, it definitely shows that kind of movement. And you'll see it later at the end results that I'll show at the end of the video. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to try something a little bit more simpler, but I still get that bling effect with the glitters in the dip powder, and of course the glitters in the cat's eye. But I really like the effect. I mean, it's not like glitters, it's more like, I guess, metallic flecks then. So, but still, it's in the light, it catches. You can see all the little flecks in the cat's eye gel, so that fills my bling requirement. So as this video, started off pretty quick, in my previous videos, I did a feature of Madame Glam products, and they were so super pretty, so I actually only had them on, at least on this hand, for a week, so it was a little sad, but it wasn't all that sad because the weekend that I did those nails with the butterfly was literally last week, and then I didn't realize that there was a softball game the following Monday, or the next Monday. So I did not enjoy my nails for even a week. I once I played softball, I tried to keep my nails. And I had my nail cutter in my pocket just in case I needed to snip them, because I knew that was a possibility, because I'm a hander when throwing, so I have short nails on my left hand, so I was like, oh, that's not a big deal. But the big deal was putting my right hand in my glove, if it was gonna fit with the nails, what kind of tension I was making with that, and everything was fine. And I bat righty, so, and when you're batting, you really don't need, I had a glove on my left hand, and then I was pretty good with my right. But putting my hand in the glove, my thumbnail was being strained a little bit when I'm catching, so I had to cut that nail off. So that pretty nail with the rhinestones down, closing in on the tip, I had to clip off, so I didn't even get to enjoy it for a week. I enjoyed my nails for a weekend, and then I snipped it the Monday. So replacing those nails with this set was not really a big deal for me. But and I don't know when the next game is, so I don't think I'll be snipping off nails anytime soon, which is really great. But it was kind of like disappointing. I'm sure, like, some of my viewers that spend so much time on their nails will understand like how much it sucks if you can't even enjoy it more than like 2-3 days, and then you have to snip it off. But so that was the story. And hey, I'll take one for the team. If I need to snip it off, I'll snip it off, because I like to play. As you know, last year I was doing boxing, this year I'm doing softball, so I just like to keep active. But yeah, so I'm putting cuticle oil here. I just had put a layer of top coat for the whole thing, and I tried to make it super thin so that I can keep the definition of the stars and the stripes. But here is the end result. And look how pretty the light's like catching the cat's eye, so it looks like there is movement in there. And I'm going to show you a close-up of it. It's just so different, it's not white stripes, but I love how it looks. And there's definitely dimension there. Those stars are so pretty against that background. I love it. Look at that. I just can't. So happy Memorial Day. I hope everybody has a safe one and eat tons of barbecue or whatever it is you eat on Memorial Day. But this is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and join me again next time when I do a short nail design. Thanks. Bye.